Hi everyone, welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I toast you all. I'm drinking again this week. My cold has gone. The tea last week helped very much. And so today I am drinking a whiskey mule, which is a Moscow mule made with whiskey. So it's whiskey, ginger beer, and lime. Basically, it's almost like a whiskey ginger, except a whiskey ginger is whiskey and ginger ale. This is whiskey, ginger beer, and lime, and it is very tasty. It's very heavy on the ginger. If you don't like ginger, I don't recommend it because it is very, very strong. But we're back to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Holland. And it was another episode. This was episode 4 called Dancing Queen. So we're going to have a dancing challenge, obviously. But this show started out really, really weird with a fight between Abby and Cedar Jean. It came kind of out of nowhere. Apparently, Abby, after winning last week's lip sync against Megan, did this when she went back to the girls in the back, and that was very, very offensive to Cedar Jean, and she called her out on it. And it kind of went cuckoo from there. I don't understand where it came from. I mean, I understand Cedar Jean getting upset by it. I don't think it was that much to make it that crazy about it, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know what the feelings were. I don't know really what happened between the two of them. But Abby, oh my God, is every week is the victim. She thinks everything is against her and everyone is against her. I mean, started with Janie, now it's Cedar Jean. I don't remember if she had a fight with someone else as well, but she feels like she's getting picked on all the time. Well, girl, wait till the end of this episode. You have not felt it like that before. So it was just very, very, very weird. And then they show them coming back stage after the runway, which I thought they had already had because they were all kind of backstage at like the craft table. I don't know. It was so bizarre to me. And Abby and Cedar Jean talked it out and they're fine. They're friends again. And I don't understand what this whole thing was. It seems so weird to me. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. But it's then we go to the next day, and it is Madame Madness's birthday. Mama Queen brings her in the biggest, gayest cake you could possibly find. It was 3 layers, and then there was these layers in between. One of them looked like chocolate chip cookie dough. I don't know what it is. They didn't really get a chance to eat it because Mama Ru comes on the screen to give them their greeting. And it sounds like a dancing challenge. I mean, they all figured it out from Rue's cryptic message. And then Fred enters, and I love Fred. I stand Fred forever. I think he is an amazing host. And I would be happy seeing him on every season of Drag Race because he did it. It does such a great job. But we have the reading challenge. We knew this was coming up. We saw it in the previews last week. I was a little worried about it because I wasn't sure about the translation happening. But I enjoyed this challenge. But we get a special guest, and that is Diva Mayday. I don't know Diva Mayday, but she is a larger than life character. She is very big in the Netherlands. I believe one of them calls her the most famous queen in the Netherlands. She does TV spots, she does red carpet interviews, so she is out there and doing her thing. And her outfit and wig and glasses made me laugh. So I appreciate her very, very much. We get this reading challenge, and it was kind of all over the place, where is in other challenges, we get them kind of back to back, where they're reading each queen separately, but this one was pieced all together. So it was different queens at different times. And then you get the other queen back at a different time, and another queen, and da 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 da. It went on forever. Not up forever, but it went out of order sequentially, I guess, in the editing, which was fine. I just had to kind of keep track of who was who. The reads were pretty funny. Even with the translations, they were pretty funny. I think we only got one from Mad and Madness, and it wasn't really a read. It was that she thought Cedar Jean was hot. Said a very good looking man, I think, in the translation. So I'm paraphrasing, saying that Madame Madness thinks Cedar Jean is hot out of drag. Cedar Jean was the victim of one of the best reads, and I think it came from Janie. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't write down who it was from. But it was about testing makeup on animals, and said that it was Cedar Jean, and it was funny. Cedar Jean even said it was the funniest one she's ever heard. But that person did not win. We had two winners, and these winners were picked by Diva Mayday, and that was Cedar Jean. Oh, she was. No, Cedar Jean and Mama Queen were the winners. Okay, fine. They were both funny. Like I said, I enjoyed all the reads. I thought Janie's had the best one, so I kind of thought she would have been one of the winners, but that's okay. And Cedar Jean and Mama are going to pick teams because they're going to do a dancing challenge. This is our third week in a row with teams. They've got to stop doing teams. They will next week because we know what's coming. But Cedar Jean picks Janie Jacquet, Envy Peru, and then gets stuck with Madame Madness. Not that she picked her, but she was the last choice. And then Mama Queen has Miss Abby OMG and Chelsea Boy. And we have a special guest. Amber Vineyard is going to be teaching them how to Vogue and giving them a little bit of basic choreography, and then they're going to do a dance battle between the two teams. Very fun. Amber Vineyard, I don't know her, but I guess she lives in the Netherlands now. I don't know. She spoke English the whole time and clearly has an American accent. But I enjoyed her, and I appreciate that, like on the American version, when they did a voguing challenge, they brought in a non-voguing dancer. So I appreciate that they brought in someone who actually knows voguing and does voguing for this. This rehearsal was a mess. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a mess. Cedar Jean had to change her shoes because her feet were swelling up, which I can appreciate. I went to the movies this week. I went to a movie theater, and I was wearing some new shoes, and they fit really, really well. But at some point during the movie, my feet started to swell up, and I felt the shoes cutting off my circulation. So like Cedar Jean, she had to take them off. I did in the movies, and then I put them back on, and everything was fine. My feet just needed a break from them, I guess. The next day in the workroom, we get a lot of Queen's chatter. We get a lot of Queen's chatter in the workroom, which I think is really, really good for this season. It helps you to get to know the queens, and I appreciated that. Cedar Jean talks about dating and how she's had problems with boys wanting to date her because she's a drag queen. And Janie just said, tell them to fuck off, essentially. If they don't like who you are, then they don't like you. And I say, God bless you. There is nothing wrong with dating a drag queen. I understand toxic masculinity exists. I wish it didn't, but it does. And, you know, there's not much you can do for people other than try to educate them about it. And if they don't want to date a drag queen, they don't want to date a drag queen. They don't have to be rude about it, but they are certainly entitled to not date a drag queen. But Cedar Jean talked about how she thought about quitting drag because of it. And I am so glad that she did not, because she is something very, very special in the drag world. And I am happy that she is here, of course. Madame Madness shaved off her beard. Why? I don't know. I mean, I understand that one judge last week told her that her beard was a distraction, but it wasn't. I don't understand this, but she shaved it off, and I mean, she had a bunch of stories why. I feel bad that she did that. Not that she didn't look great. She looked really, really good in her makeup this week without the beard, but her beard did not bother me one bit. I like a bearded queen. I think she just needed to learn how to incorporate it more into her drag and not do the same black beard kind of line and design around it. I think she just needed to learn how to make it look better. So I was sad that she shaved it off. If she did it just for herself and not for the competition, great. I'm all for that. But I feel like she did it because that one judge told her to, who was not even there this week. Envy Peru talks about her body issues and that she is going out of her comfort zone with this week's runway. She is going to show her bare ass. She was a chubby child growing up and has never really gotten over those issues. So this is a big step for her. And I say, more power to you. Your body looks amazing. Your face looks plastic, but your body looks great. So she is going to do that. And then we get a panic attack from Cedar Jean. That's the only way I know how to call it. She felt dizzy, she got hot, she was cold. They moved her into another room, and they wrapped her up and were fanning her. It was a mess. So I'm going to say that it was a panic attack. I don't know that for sure. She was worried about the challenge and this week being in the bottom 2. So I think it just got to her. And the lights were probably really, really hot in there. And, maybe she didn't eat enough that day. So many things could have happened, but she guaranteed us that she will be on that runway no matter what. One thing I want to talk about, the dance challenge, was we got this little gem of a picture. I'm just going to go into, because we're going to go right into the runway. So I just want to share this picture with you all, because this, is my secret boyfriend, Chelsea Boy. And this little top that she is wearing makes me feel so many things. I love Chelsea Boy. I love that her nipples are out. I put it on the Instagram Toot and Boot as a bonus Toot and Boot, but I did not give people a chance to boot it. They could only give it a shoot or a toot, and it got 50-50. I don't know why. This picture to me is everything. The masculine and feminine contradictions here are so good, because it is a super feminine top. She's got her boy body, which looks amazing. She's got these horrendous basketball shorts on, but she's got the jacket tied around her waist, and then she has on these fucking thigh-high boots with the heel. It just made me feel all sorts of things. I love this look. I love Chelsea Boy, and I will not apologize for it. And those of you who did not shoot her, I'm mad at you, because I think you thought this toot was going to count as a boot. It does not, because there is nothing wrong with this look. Everything is right. Again, all worked up. I had to take a drink. But let's get on to the runway. Of course, first we have Fred coming out in this gorgeous green gown with the appliques, this big hair with a clip in it. Her face painted for the gods. She looks magnificent to me. I love this dress. I love this look on her. She looks statuesque and gorgeous. I find nothing wrong with this look at all. However, on the Instagram poll, people did find something wrong with it. She did get a 76% toot, which is well deserved, but 24% booted it. I don't know what these people were thinking. I called one of them out and told him we are no longer friends, because he said Fred was ugly, and that really hurt my feelings. So of course we're still friends. I love him very much, but this look to me was fantastic. But 76% toot. Our category for the runway is Shine Bright Like a Diamond. So let's see how the queens did and what all of you in Instagram land thought. First, we have Chelsea Boy, and her theme was treasure chest. So she's got all of the jewels on her. She's got some barnacles. You can't see it from this photo, but there is like a fishing net draped behind her. I love her face is painted flawlessly. I don't understand the painting of it. I don't know if it's supposed to be mermaid-like. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie. Or it looks very porcelain. So to me, it's very porcelain doll. The nude illusion is a bit much for me. I'm not a huge nude illusion fan, but I like the idea of it. I don't love the dress, but I like the idea of it. I think it's smart and creative. She's always thinking outside the box, and that is one of the reasons I love her so much. So I do like this look. It is a toot for me. People were a little split online. She got a 63% toot, which is still positive, but 37% boot. It's just a confusing look, I think, is all. That's all. That's all. Next, we have Miss Abby OMG giving us Sparkling Diamond was her theme. This is terrible. I don't know what else to say about it. It's terrible. The wig is bad. The dress is bad. There's no sparkle to it. It's like a tinfoil dress with a long sheer train, some silver shoes, and a really long blonde wig. It's so bad. She's got some Wonder Woman bracelets on and that necklace that she clearly stated she has in every color. This was my least favorite look of the week, a big giant boot for me. And Instagram agreed. She got a 74% boot. The people that tooted this, shame on you, because this is garbage. This outfit is so terrible. It doesn't even fit her. I mean, if you look close up, you can see that nude illusions in the middle of it. She doesn't wear boobs, which I'm not going to criticize someone for not wearing boobs. It's fine. But that you don't need that nude illusion panel then, because you're not presenting as a real woman. You are presenting kind of as a gender fuck look. And it's so bad. I can't talk about it anymore. It's bad. It deserved 100% boot. Those of you who tooted it, you're entitled to your opinion. That's all I can say about that. This look was terrible to me. Next, we have Janie Jacquet. She is giving us Some Like It Hot. Those of you who don't know, that is a Marilyn Monroe reference. To me, she does not look like Marilyn Monroe. Again, this is a extraordinary amount of nude illusion, which I'm not a fan of. I do like the placement of the crystals. I think they are perfectly placed. Her headpiece, it's the hair I don't like. I think if she just wore the headpiece without even any hair coming out of it, I would have liked it more. But there's so much jewels going on around her face. I don't think she needs that hair. My biggest issue with is with that when she walked in the dress, the feathers came off and then she took them off and they thought it was a reveal. I don't know if it was supposed to be a reveal. It may have been a reveal if she had to lip sync, but I don't think it was supposed to happen. She kind of mentioned that it wasn't supposed to happen. So then she just ripped it off, which is smart. If you can't walk in a dress and you can take that off, take it off. But it really cheapened the dress after that. It looked kind of terrible. For that reason alone, this dress didn't work for me, but it's a good look. I will say that. She got a 74% toot on Instagram because people liked it. I don't know if they didn't watch the show and see what happened to the dress or what happened. But that's high. I would have given it a lot. I still would have given it a toot because it is a great look, but it would have been a lot closer to 50, in my opinion. But people liked it. And again, I don't like the hair, but that's all. Next, we have Mama Queen, and she is giving you Black Panther. Great. This was a reveal. She had on a black vinyl jacket and this hat with hair around it. They asked her why she didn't do crystals around it. She said it was too heavy, so she took it off and put the hair on it. I don't love this look, but I don't hate it either. It's really kind of on the border for me. I don't love the crystals over her face. That is my biggest issue with it. I like them on the shoulder. There's not enough on the rest of her body. And they shout out these shoes as being terrible. They are terrible. They're terrible shoes. She could barely move in them when she had to. But yeah, so the look is very borderline to me. I don't think I would boot it because I don't hate it, but it is really, really straddling the boot line for me. She got a 63% toot. It's fair. Again, I would have put it in the 50s personally, but that is just my opinion. This is kind of where I expected Janie to fall, within like the 60 level. But, you know, again, everyone has their own opinion. I know people, I have a friend that thinks everything that she does is super fashion and super cool. So I know that he tooted this look as well. And we talk about it all the time. And so, you know, it's everyone's opinion. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. Miss Envy Peru giving you Studio 54. This headpiece is very Victor Victoria. This, I don't know if it's a jacket or if it's a boa or whatever, but those feathers are immaculate. That is an expensive accessory that she is dragging along with her. Um, she has the nude illusion as well, but this one is, I think, is done a little better than Janie's because there is more crystals on it. Again, we see her ass when she walks out. It is a bare ass. This headpiece is lovely. It does look like Studio 54. It also looks very much Amanda Lepore to me. This is something you would see Amanda Lepore do her burlesque show in. She's got the plastic face like Amanda Lepore, not quite as much as Amanda Lepore, but you know, it is there. So this is a very big toot. It was my favorite look of the week. And I believe it was our top toot with 95% on Instagram. I think only one person booted this. It's not someone that I know, so I'm not going to call them out. But again, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I think this is exceptional. It is so drag. It is so fantastically put together. She looks really, really great. Next is Madame Madness, and she is giving you Dripping Chandelier, which I totally get with these crystals on her. It makes sense. The hair to me does not make sense. I know that they talk about it being Jean-Paul Gaultier. Great. I'm not that much into fashion, so I would not know that just looking at it. I would have done a black hair, but that's just me. She does have that mask where she covered up her beard and then did the reveal on the runway. Her face looks impeccable. And I don't hate the look. I wish the dress was a little longer so you couldn't see the skin of her feet. It should be, you know, down to the floor. I don't mind the cones on her bra either. And I love the actual draping of the crystals around her. I think they fit the body really, really well. It's just a simple dress underneath it, but the crystals, I think, elevated a little more. She was on the boot side of the 50% with 53% boot, and that's fine. I like this a little more than I think everyone else did. I should say I didn't hate this as much as everyone else did. It was not. It was kind of on that 50-50 line for me as well, along with Mama Queen's kind of look, straddling that line. But her face looks fantastic. Again, I'm sad that she shaved off her beard. I hope she just didn't do it for the show and not for herself. That's all. Last but not least, we have Cedar Jean giving you Super Glam Nanny. This made no sense, but I loved it. I mean, I love Cedar Jean. You all know that. She is one of my favorite queens this season. I love that she sequined the fucking baby carriage, and she put feathers on the handle. At one point, the baby pees on her face. Fred makes a peeing joke as well. Fred is dirty, and that's one of the reasons I like him. But the necklace works for this look. The cage is so exquisite. I love this cage around her. And this headpiece she's wearing makes zero sense to me, but I love it. It looks like a lamp. When it's just standing still specifically, it looks like a lamp on her head because it's all crystals just hanging down and it's kind of fringe-like. But when she's standing still, they're just hanging there and it looks like a lampshade. But I love it. I love this look. I love Cedar Jean. I'm so glad that we got to see this. And it was a different kind of a diamond look as well. We didn't get, you know, just the white diamonds or the black diamonds. She gave us red. So it kind of stands out on its own. She got a 79% toot. Good for her. That is a great toot for her. I thought she was going to get less for this, but I love it. And I think that's completely fair. So God bless Cedar Jean. I'm so glad she is in this competition. And now we're back. We get to watch the dance battle happen on the main stage, and it is to Call Me Mother by the one and only Miss RuPaul. Amber decided that Mama Queen's team was better because they worked better as a team. They were all a mess. There was nothing really Vogue about this challenge at all. They kind of all did their own thing. The bits that were choreographed were fine. It wasn't outstanding, but I don't think these queens are Voguers, and it shows. So that's that. But Mama Queen's team was declared the winner of that challenge, but it didn't matter because everyone is being judged individually. That does not bode well for two of this team, as we will find out. I wrote down Fred made a pee joke because he did. It was funny. It made me laugh. Basically saying that he'd been peed on as well in his life, even though he doesn't have a child. Great. The queens had to announce who they think should be in the bottom two this week. You know, this comes every time on Drag Race, so it's not a surprise. And this was kind of an easy week for that to happen. Everyone picked Abby and Madame Madness as the bottom two. Obviously, Abby did not pick herself, so she picked Madness and Cedar Jean. Abby was pissed and hurt that everyone picked her, including her roommate slash sister, Envy Peru. But that's the way the game is played, Abby. I'm sorry, you are not the victim. They were all being honest. Your outfit was the worst on the runway, even worse than Madame Madness, in my opinion. It looked like garbage. It was a terrible outfit. It didn't fit your body. It looked put together really poorly. And it didn't sparkle like a diamond. It was just a silver bodysuit dress. I can't even call it a dress. It looked like a bodysuit with some fabric on it. Yeah, so in my opinion, she was the worst of the week. We find out that Envy Peru is our winner this week. Great. She had the best runway. If we're going by the challenge and the runway, I don't know that I would pick her as the winner, but I don't know that you can count the challenge because I don't think anyone was a standout in the challenge. I thought they were all pretty terrible at the dancing. So Envy wins, and I'm fine with that. Cedar Jean was not. I don't know who she thought should have won. If she thought she should have won because she triumphed over the Voguing challenge where she didn't want to do it. She was uncomfortable doing it, but she did her best. But who knows? I think Cedar Jean is feeling weird because she's in the top every week and then she just never wins. But your week is coming. I feel it. I feel your week is coming. Cedar Jean, hang in there. Our bottom three are Mama Queen, Miss Abby OMG, and Madame Madness. And surprise, we have a three-way lip sync. The ladies in the back were shook by this. Envy Peru squatted down because it looked like she was gonna pass out. And she said, I just peed. Another pee joke. We've had pee 3 times in this episode. The people of the Netherlands are dirty, dirty, dirty girls, and I love it. So we have a 3-way lip sync. I hate a 3-way lip sync because there's too many queens to watch on stage. The stage isn't big enough for 3 queens. I hate every time we do this, not to mention the time we had a 7-way lip sync on Drag Race, which was the biggest shit show in the world. No one should have gone home that week because of it, because you couldn't watch anyone. That's all I'm saying about that. But we have 3, and they are going to lip sync to I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Apparently, Whitney Houston is in the air. This is the 3rd time the song has come up in my life this week. And I think it was the 2nd time that day. And then I watched something on Friday and it had that song in it as well. I was like, Whitney Houston is speaking to me for some reason with the same song, I Want to Dance with Somebody. So of course I had to listen to it again. Mama Queen really can't move in those shoes. She can't do much because she's kind of trapped in those shoes in one place, basically. But she is lip syncing her fucking face off. Everything she did was right in this lip sync, even though she couldn't move. Abby does the splits again. We've seen it before. We're going to see it again, I'm sure. This is not the last time she's going to do splits. Madame Madness just kind of moved around the stage. She danced a little bit. She couldn't do much in that dress, I think, as well. I think the crystals were restricting her. But if you want to win, you gotta do it out. I mean, look at Chi Chi DeVayne. She broke those beads doing her lip sync, and it made her win because they burst at the exact right moment. So you got to plan that. But Madame Madness she didn't do much. She lip synced fine. She knew the words. She was doing the song, but she just there was not much else there. In my opinion, Mama Queen won the lip sync because at the end, she did the biggest split we have ever seen. Mama Queen is like 12 feet tall and all legs. So to see those two giant legs splitting was insane. So in my opinion, she won the lip sync. They could have sent the other two home and I would have been fine. But Abby gets to stay as well. And that means we say goodbye to Madame Madness. Kind of expected. We all, I think she expected it as well. The other queens kind of said she's just not ready for the competition. I agree with that. I think she brings something very unique and exciting to the drag race. I am excited that she was our first bearded queen. I hope and pray that she is not our last and that we see some in the United States and wherever else we get drag race, because it's a first and someone's got to be first. Madame Madness, you did a great job at it. And I look forward to seeing what else she does. Next week, we are having a naked photo shoot. Yes, naked boys being photo shooted. That's not even a word. But I'm just excited for naked boys because I get to see more of Chelsea Boy skin. I know I'm not going to see his penis, and I'm fine with that. I'm probably not even going to see his butt. I'm a little hurt by that, but I am excited to see what I see. Yeah, it's a naked photo shoot. And then we are playing Snatch Game. It's always weird when it's in another country. They're going to do people that I don't know. It does look like someone is doing the Tiger King. I'm not sure. It's kind of what it looked like. I didn't really get that close of a look, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. So we'll see if that happens. I expect great things from Cedar Jean. This should be her challenge, just like it was for Jimbo in Canada. So I'm hoping she gets a win this coming week. We also saw a premiere, and if you're watching it on the World of Wonder app, you probably saw the premiere for the new Art Simone show, Highway to Heal. She is an Australian drag queen. She's getting her own World of Wonder show coming this fall. I saw Art at DragCon in New York last September, and she is a fierce queen. She has amazing looks. I assumed she would be on Drag Race Australia when it happens. Now that she already has a show, I'm going to assume that she won't be, unless they've already filmed it, but that would also seem kind of weird to me. But maybe she'll be on the panel at some point, maybe a guest judge, I don't know. Maybe she'll be the host, who knows? Nothing has been really established with Australia yet, so it's up in the air, but I think this disqualifies her from being a contestant on the show because she already has a World of Wonder show. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. However you are getting this, if you're listening to it in podcast form, you can watch the video of me sitting here doing it in my living room on YouTube at BHBrown13. All of the videos are there. You're not going to get much special today because I am literally just sitting here in a t-shirt. I did not dress up. I barely did my hair, but I'm here. If you are watching this on YouTube and don't want to look at me anymore, that's fine too. You can catch it in podcast form wherever you get podcasts. Apple Podcasts is always the most popular, but it's on Anchor where I record these. It is on Spotify. It is on like 8 different podcasts. I can't even think what they are. Breaker has it. I don't know. There's so many names, but just go wherever you listen to a podcast, go in and search Sashay Away with Barry. It should be there. If it's not, I'm sorry. Go to Apple Podcasts and you'll find it there. That's where everyone usually listens, and that is the biggest one. Or go to Spotify. It's there as well. Those are kind of the big ones. Oh, and Google Play has it as well there. Who knows? If you are not following me on Instagram and tooting a booting the looks with us every week, you should be. You don't need to follow, I mean, not that you need to follow me on Instagram, but you have to in order to do the toots and boots. It is at Sashay Away with Barry on Instagram. We toot and boot the looks the next day after the episode. And you have 24 hours to cast your votes. They do come out on Fridays and are usually available Friday mornings and on Saturday morning. So you have that time to do it. I have a website, which is called sachetawaywithberry.com, where all of this information goes. You can get links to my Facebook page, my Instagram page, YouTube, and all the Drag Race information that you could possibly want. I'm going to come back into my shared screen because I want to publicize this one more time for those of you who did not hear about it. Divas for Democracy, United We Slay is coming up on October 18th. It is being done on Stage It, and it is going to be a phenomenal fundraiser for Drag Out the Vote. You can go and get your tickets. It is just a $5 donation to get to see this amazingness. And that is at dragoutthevote2020.org. You can get your tickets for it. Again, it's $5. And then you can purchase coins to tip the queens as you see them. It has an amazing lineup. And what is going to happen is that it is Broadway divas singing and drag queens lip syncing along to it. And it's my two favorite worlds colliding, honestly. Drag queens and Broadway are what I live for. So I am very, very excited about that. Again, it is dragoutthevote2020.org to get your tickets. And we will all be watching along together on the show because I will be there. And we can chit chat if we want. They do have a chat section. Again, $5, buy extra tokens so that you can tip the queens. It's literally like $1 a token. So buy as many as you can, tip the queens, and come watch this amazing show on October 18th. I'm going to keep talking about it until it happens. So you'll hear about it, I think, one more time before it airs on Stage It. That's all I have. Thank you all. I love you. I raise my glass to you. I didn't even drink very much this drink. I'm going to enjoy it after this while the video processes. But I will be back again next week for Snatch Game. I may have a guest who does Snatch Game with me every season. I will ask him if he wants to join me for this one. We haven't really talked about it, but I hope that he will because I just kind of want to talk to him. That's all. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Bye-bye.